We haven't defined what exactly the quarterback situation will be. Both guys have gotten reps with the ones. Between Steve and Tyler, both have had reps with the ones. Tyler's practiced the majority of all the practices, and so we'll really sit down probably next week and just say, hey, what's the plan as we really start focusing on South Carolina. But right now, I want all those guys getting reps and rolling and continued. Tyler hasn't played football for a long time, and so just getting him in there with a bunch of different groups of receivers and O-linemen and let him get acclimated. But he's looked good. He's done a good job in practice. Steve has done a pretty good job too. Yeah, you're always monitoring the portal. It's a new part of college football, and I don't know the exact numbers, but obviously starting Monday, the numbers continue to increase on people entering the portal. We've had guys on our team enter the portal. And so that's going to be a part of roster enhancement, right, is the ability to look into the portal and really investigate, not just say, okay, this guy's coming from this school that, let's go after him. It's really trying to make those calls and research. You do a lot of research on these high school kids. You recruit them, you evaluate them, you talk to people for a lengthy period of time. And, these guys get into the portal. It's a quick turnaround in terms of, are they the right fit for this program or not? And so a lot of time has been spent on just looking, is there a person in the roster in the portal that's going to enhance our roster in the right way? We can't just take anybody. We have to get the right fit for our program and for our roster. And so that takes time to really investigate. And then you got to recruit them. Then that's to identify if that's the guy. Then you got to recruit them and try to get them to believe that this is the best place for them. So it's not a quick process, but the reality is decisions have to be made pretty quickly, and with the early signing day coming up here in less than 2 weeks. You're very honest and you're very clear with your expectations. If there's questions about what's my role in the bowl game, I don't know if I can give you a specific answer. We're not going to make any promises. And that's what we can't do. That does a disservice to your program, but also to that kid. You start making promises that you don't know if you can fulfill, you lose that trust factor that you have between you and that player. But you have to be as honest as you can. So I told our coaches, we have to be honest with our players. We had to be honest with, I love Drew Pine. But part of that love for him was to say, we're possibly looking into the transfer portal to take a quarterback. And I could have not told him and lied and said, we're not going to take a quarterback and waited till after the game and said, hey, we're going to look for a quarterback. But that's not what we're built on. We're built on real, authentic relationships and having those honest conversations. And you know what? Drew made the best decision for Drew. And I say it's the best because he made it. And I loved it. Again, and we're so grateful for what he did for our program this year. And I wish him all the best. But I'll never go back and regret the conversation that we had about our plans moving forward. And I can't wait to see him thrive and do great things in college football this upcoming year. And we all have to continue to move forward, and again, my job is to make decisions and continue to evaluate what's best for our football program. And that's what I'll continue to do.